Hey guys, so when I was doing this relationship after baby series, I started making notes when Sam was 2 months old, and then I interviewed Joe when Sam was 6 months old to ask him some questions about this survival mode state, this relationship after baby state. And this video is about 3 minutes of content where Joe answers the question of, do you have any strategies for couples going through this survival mode state? So I'll let you enjoy Joe's perspective and I'll share my perspective in the final part. Okay.
That's a tough one to answer because it sort of presumes that our experience is sort of like what the experience everyone's going to have is, or that we have some insight about, you know, because I think when we talk about it, it means something to us. It means what we just talked about in terms of becoming our most like raw self. Um, but if I was to offer any kind of a strategy, it would to recognize that if there's a conflict between yourself and your partner in like, you know, when you're both under duress, that maybe that's kind of the mechanism that's causing it, is that you're each just not able to offer, just being aware that you're not your normal self. You're not the person that you are when you're operating at peak efficiency. So um, even just accepting the fact that maybe you can't offer your partner what they need at that given moment in time, and vice versa, that your partner might be having the same difficulty. Even just that recognition and that acceptance and can maybe help give you the patience to stick it out and to know that it'll pass. And you'll get back to that point where, you know, you can look back at whatever was causing the stress and deal with it in a more rational, capable fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really interesting that you give that suggestion, because what I'm going to talk about in this video is that I have 4 specific strategies on how to deal with it, and 2 of the things you hit on, and those were acceptance and patience. So it's neat that you kind of came to the same conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the recognition part's important too, because, you know, acceptance is definitely important, but if you don't realize that something is happening a certain way, then you can't accept it. You have to know that it's happening before you can accept it.
I mean, and we both obviously acknowledge that, like, what we're just doing is because this is what worked for us.
Yeah.